I'm so excited to do it on a Zoom. I think it was such a good idea from Anna. So thank you very much. It's such a relatively new business that I'm just kind of going with it and seeing what works the best, really. So I need to just keep checking because it keeps popping up that people are trying to get in and I haven't, I forgot. But yeah, I think Laura and Trisha, if you want to say hello, you can unmute yourselves, but don't feel like you have to if you don't want to. But
And
we've
if you
got
don't want your
TikTok.
face on it, you can turn that camera off as well.
Yeah, so I just have to let you know about that. Hello, Trisha.
I
How you doing?
I did your bookbinding
Oh yeah.
class on TikTok, which I loved. It was great.
Oh
But I was asking loads of questions. So I'm really glad to do it this way. So
yeah. I think that's
um
the thing, and it frees your hands up then as well, doesn't it? So
yeah.
we can chat, and I think what I'll do when I mean there's not that many of us, so I think it might be okay to just leave it open and we can just chat as we're doing it. Um, I think. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. I have to try and keep an eye on both the chats. Whoever said that,
I've just come across this.
Guru. Um, you are very welcome to join next month if you would like, because we make a different craft every month. So today we are doing English paper piecing. I don't know if you saw the email, everybody that has bought a box. Um, we're not going to completely finish this today. It's quite a long project, but I'm just going to teach you how to do English paper piecing. And then I've just uploaded a video onto YouTube and onto TikTok with how to finish this project off. But you don't have to make something like this. I'm just going to teach you the basic English paper piecing technique, and then you can just keep going if you want and make a quilt or make a tablecloth or make whatever you want. And there are some really, really good videos on YouTube on how to finish the edges in lots of different ways. But this is just one of the ways. And there isn't a right or wrong way. But this is just kind of a beginner's way of making something like this. You could turn this into a pillow if you want. You could just stuff it, or you can do. I've just made it as like a table covering to put your hot pans on or anything like that. So not super, super hot, but maybe, hot-ish pans on your table. Um, so I think if we are all relatively ready, I've just had a couple of messages from people who can't make it tonight. So they will be watching later on YouTube. So it's going to be a nice small class of us tonight, which I think is quite nice. You say no. Oh, Hendy's on TikTok. Hello, Hendy. Are you happy being on TikTok and not on the Zoom? We've got an email. If you do want to get involved and you do want to join so you can chat, then right, let me get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? Right.
Just wanted to say hey to everyone. I tend to speak to myself when I'm crafting, so I'm going to stay mute because I don't need that distraction, but I'm here.
That's absolutely fine. Oh, Hendy. Oh, Suzzy Go Girl didn't get an email. Hendy's chickened out. Hendy. You should have got a.
It was from Kate Dean.
Oh, was it?
Mm.
Well, it wasn't for Curious Octopus.
It was from Curious Octopus, but it said Kate Dean.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
because I had to send it from my Outlook rather than from MailerLite, which is where I normally send it from.
Katie Dean. I mean, it came from Katie Dean, but with the Curious Octopus logo.
Oh, Sandra.
Mine was in junk, so
Oh, maybe check in junk, Kate.
yeah.
Check in
I
junk.
always do.
Really? Yeah,
Yeah.
Sandra, is it in junk? Are you happy to be on TikTok? If you want to come onto the Zoom, my brain just goes dead sometimes. Have a look in your junk. It might be in there. But if you're happy to be, oh, she's okay on TikTok. Cool. All right. Right. Well, shall we get on? So we are making a English paper piecing, whatever you want, basically. We're going to start with our hexagons. You can do English paper piecing in lots of different. There's a little boy behind my screen. Jesse, you need to go to bed,
Oh my
please.
God, that scared me then. That sounded like a horror thing. There's a little behind you.
Okay, can you go and see your sister?
Jessie, go to bed.
Give me a cuddle quickly. Sorry, everybody, one sec.
I have a daughter here too who's getting closer and closer to me.
My daughter loves it. She goes to bed and she'll wake up in the morning and go, "What have you made this morning, Dad?"
That's Sanderson, right? No, I want to see the craft.
Yeah.
The craft more than you can see your daughters.
Jesse's saying good night.
Night, Jessie. Love
Good
you.
night. Right, go on. Good boy. Thank you. Oh, that scared me. There, you just walked around the screen. Right. Okay. So there are a couple of ways that you can do English paper piecing. The traditional way is to sew these pieces of fabric to the card. Right, I'm getting ahead of myself now, aren't I? We are going to use an easier version, which is gluing today. So basically, we've got these hexagon pieces of card. It's called paper, obviously, because it's English paper piecing, but we use slightly stronger pieces of card, and we're going to use these to make the template so that we can sew our pieces exactly, and we get these really accurate pieces for the mosaic, basically. AI summary on TikTok. So if you pick, you can decide what you're going to use. I've given you lots and lots of different bits of fabric. So if you want to do it a certain color or just do whatever you want, be creative with it. You can add your own bits of fabric if you want. You've got absolutely loads of these, and you can reuse them if you're careful with them as well. So if you just pick a couple of pieces of fabric, you'll need a pair of scissors as well, some snips or something if you've got some. So what we're going to do is grab a piece of fabric, any piece that you'd like, get one of your pieces of card, and we're going to line it up roughly in the middle of the hexagon. It doesn't really matter if it's not exact, as long as you've got enough of a lip around the outside. Now we're going to get our glue stick. And the trick here is we need our fabric to stick down to the paper, but we don't want to stick it too hard, because we are going to have to unpeel and remove these pieces of paper later on, okay? So we're just going to do a couple of like blobs of glue on our, can you see what I'm doing? A little bit on each bit, and fold over one edge so that the glue sticks. You might have to hold it for a little bit and then turn it. You can put a bit of glue on the bit of fabric that overlaps, and then a little bit more on the paper again. And we're going to carry on and fold it all the way around the outside. And try and pull it kind of close-ish to the hexagon. You can put, like I said, you can put a little bit more glue on the fabric than you can on the card, because you want it to be easy to come off the card. And if you've got a book or something, which I was going to have ready, but I don't because I forgot, then you can just put it under a little book for a couple of minutes while it dries. It doesn't take long, this glue.
I'm reusing my coasters that we made.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just looking over there and I can see the string art that we did last month, so I might use one of them.
I'll just sit on it. That'll be heavy enough.
Right. The trick is getting enough glue, but not too much, so, which is a bit of something you need to get used to. So with the traditional style, you sew just all the way around through each corner, through the card and the fabric, where the corners of the fabric meet, and you go all the way through. So there is a bit of a more traditional style. But when I learned how to do this from a lovely lady from my local village called Kay, she she said to me, just glue them. It's much faster. It's much easier. It's the better way of doing it. Got the string out from last month. So once you've done one, I'm going to put it down and put my string out on top of it. And then I'm going to do another one.
Recycling as well as crafting, eh?
Exactly. A little bit of past advertising as well.
Yeah. Shameless advertising.
Shameless. So we're going to do another one. I don't know if you want to do just a few, or if you want to we can just do two if you want, and then we can start the next. We can start sewing them together.
Wait, Kate, we've got our little clips that you sent us. Would that work?
You can do that. We're going to use those for sewing them together, but if you want to use that, it might be handy to start to stick down the first one before you go round. Oh, it's so much nicer, isn't it? Now you've got your kind of hands free and you can chat rather than.
It is.
Because there were so many times when I knew that your hands were all tied up, but you couldn't.
You'd be like, are you still there?
I know. Everyone's got.
Everyone all right? How many are we doing? Are we just keeping on going?
You can do as many as you want. I'm just going to do a couple to start, and then I can show you how to do the next piece. But the great thing is, if you want to carry on doing this, you can, like I said, you reuse the pieces of paper, and you can just use whatever material you want. So I thought it's probably one of those really lovely things that you can do with, baby grows and people's old shirts and things like that, memory blankets and all sorts of things like that.
That's a nice idea.
If you have sent me messages on TikTok, I'm really sorry. Please send it again because I might have missed it. Right, I'm going to stick that one down. And with a bit of weight, actually, I'm going to do another one because those two colours are very similar. Maybe I'll do a couple more. How many have you guys done so far?
Two.
Two. Cool.
I'm on my third because I just quite like doing it.
They all should be the right size, but I did, when I was going through and packing them, there were a few that I was like, oh, that one hasn't been cut big enough, but you should have plenty in there to be able to do.
Okay, just check there's no one else joined the Zoom. I know you need to just check.
Yeah, I don't think so. It pops up at the top. Thank you for reminding me now.
I am your personal assistant.
You are. This is the one that keeps me in check. Calls me after every Zoom, every live, and goes, you shouldn't have said that. Should have said that.
Well, actually, I only ring you so I can go, look what I've just made.
Yeah.
I'm not useless after all.
I'm loving it because Charlotte always used to think she was the non-creative one, even though she is very creative in lots of ways. And we're sisters, but if anyone hadn't realised. And yeah, it's really nice to see all the things she's made.
I know, I'm very proud of myself. People will go, look, Mummy, I've made this. I'm like, yeah, but look what I've made. She's creative. She's arty, and I'm not really.
We are now.
Yeah. This blue fabric's a lot harder to fold. It's a bit thicker, this stuff.
That? Oh.
So I can see that I'm having to hold it down a lot more because it's a slightly different fabric.
Yeah, some of it is like silkier, which is really nice to use, and some of it's slightly thicker. Yeah, you couldn't use it with anything too thick.
Once it's
Or
folded.
you possibly could, but it would be harder to work with. Right, I'm going to do one more after this, and then we'll be able to start sewing them together. Oh, but I've purposefully got this blue glue as well, so you can see where you've stuck it, and it does dry clear.
Oh, it's good, that glue.
Yeah. I keep thinking someone's written a big comment on TikTok, but it keeps doing an AI summary.
Yeah. It's hard to see the comments because the colours of what your desk looks like hiding from that. I mean, we don't need to see the comments, but you can't really see it from.
Yeah, it's quite hard for me to see as well. It's one of these things that you can just kind of keep going with. It's really nice. And it's the kind of thing also that you could just shove it all in a bag and take it out with you. I was doing that with the cross stitch. I really loved doing that cross stitch that we did at Christmas. But I had a couple on the go, and I think one of them I finished about a month ago.
Yeah, you did. You said I've finished my cross stitch.
Yeah. But I was taking it everywhere. Every time we went to the pub for lunch or something, got my cross stitch out. Went away for the weekend, got my cross stitch out. It's quite nice to have sometimes little projects on the go, isn't it? That's why sometimes it's really nice to have something that we finish in one night, and then other times it's quite nice to have something that you can just, keep adding to and keep going with.
Well, this is nice. You can chat and do it. You don't really have to think about count, like in this part anyway. You don't have to think about counting certain things. And
yeah, no, you don't have to count with any of this. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I like not counting.
What? You can't count?
I said I like not counting.
I didn't realise how bad I was at counting until I tried to teach myself crochet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, crochet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it. Oh, there's another child. Right. Okay, I've done 4. I'm going to put my lid back on. Right, and I'm really sorry. I don't know if you saw my I'll put it on the YouTube video that I've just uploaded. These needles are absolutely perfect for English paper piecing. They are the ones that they recommend. However, the eye is absolutely tiny. So it's the smaller of the 2 needles. I have put an extra needle in there with a slightly bigger eye. So if the smaller one is too frustrating, go for the bigger one. But if you can, I even bought a load of needle threaders, and they're completely useless because these eyes are so tiny. So if your eyesight's good enough and you're dexterous enough, then try and use the smaller one. If not, then go for the bigger one. It'll still be fine, but these are the like good ones, if you know what I mean. And they're also very tiny. I probably should have put a couple of them in for you because it's really easy to lose them. To try and keep them in a safe place. Right, you've got your thread. So if you just do a, 30 centimeters or something that's just manageable. We're only going to be doing little bits at a time. And I'm finding with this thread, again, this is like, I can't remember what they called it, but it's almost like a nylon-y cotton. Oh no, it's not 100% polyester, so that it doesn't fray too much because it goes through the, where we're sewing, it goes through so many times that you don't want it to start fraying, because every time cotton goes through the material, it can damage it. So I also find if you do it the first time, or the first couple of times, it's fine. If you then start having to re-thread the same piece of material, you're best off snipping it off. Licking it doesn't seem to work. Snip it off, try it again. And if it starts to fray, snip it off again, try again.
I thought, oh my God, it is.
How I found this.
I thought that was the end that was pokey, but that's actually got the eye in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so tiny.
It was the pokey one.
I was thinking, oh gosh, I hope people aren't like, this needle's too small. It is very, very small. When they arrived, I was like, oh wow, that's going to be really tricky, but it's not too bad, I think.
Right.
So if you get yourself 2 squares, hexagons.
Squares.
I
know that's not a square.
Oh yeah, where are the clips? Oh. I left my clips in the other room. 1 sec, sorry. I'm supposed to leave myself a whole kit. Right, sorry about that. Got some clips. So what we're going to do is put our pieces, keep an eye out if you want it all to be uniform, if there is an up and a down of each, most of the material could go in any direction, but some of them do have like a, up or down. So if you do want to keep that uniform, just be a little bit aware of that. We're going to put two hexagons with their faces together. So can you see that? Why has that gone so you've got 2 of the material, and we're going to face them together. We're going to line them up. I'll show you up there as well. We're going to line them up so that they're as close to perfect as possible. Be really aware where the corners meet. Make sure that they are as close to lined up as possible, and then we'll use our clips and we'll clip them on both sides.
I still can't find the end of my bloody cotton.
Oh, I think it's attached in the end.
It is. I'm just trying to I can see where it is. I just can't get it out.
Can I ask a really silly question when it comes to the needle and thread? So I've actually managed to put the thread through the hole, which is an achievement. But are we like, so see the end, do we like double the thread up, or are we just pulling it through a little bit?
No, just pull it through a little bit. We only need a single single thread for this. So just put it through a little bit.
Okay, I've been a bit adventurous then and gone a bit too far. Okay, thank you.
Because what we need here is for our stitches to be as invisible as possible. So pick one of the edges Mine have gone slightly out of alignment. You do have to be as accurate as possible with these. Sometimes the corners can just be slightly off, and you really want them to be as accurate as possible. Now, this is the bit that is really important to get right. What we're going to do now is pick one of the edges, and we're just going to sew along one of the edges. We're going to do a whip stitch, which is basically where we're just going up one way, pulling the needle round, going back up again, so that the thread is going to loop over the top again and again. However, we want to sew through the material and not the card. So this is where we do it as we're literally picking up just a tiny, tiny bit of the edge of the material. If you go through the card a tiny bit, don't panic too much, but you will feel it. So if we go just through, I mean, we're going right through the corner at first. So you'll feel that the needle will go, you'll feel if it's trying to go through the card, basically. So if you want to just do one loop, and then you can go through again and do a little stitching knot. So you go up through again, and then on the first knot to secure it, you put your needle through that loop just before it closes up. Do you know how to do that? I don't know if that was a clear enough description.
Sorry, I'm still.
And then I normally do 2 kind of starter stitches just to secure it. So you go up through roughly the same hole, pull it through until you've got just a little loop. Put your needle through that loop again, and it should secure the stitch. Okay. Going to trim off that little end bit. It doesn't really matter if you trim it off or not, because all of this is going to be on the inside.
Right, I'm really sorry, I've only just threaded.
It's all right.
Right. So I'm putting them together.
Yeah.
So sorry. And then through both bits of materials, but not the card.
Yeah.
And going around over the edge of both and back through the same way every time.
Yeah. You probably want to hold it so that these clips are out the way a little bit. Otherwise, it just tends to hook round it. So if you can hold it kind of like this.
Forgot about my clips. Stick my clips on. Right. Am I doing a knot in the end of the thread?
No, you go up through until you've got a little bit left, maybe an inch or so left, and then go through again. And before it creates a loop, put your needle through the loop of the string and then pull it. Don't pull it too tight, and then do another one of those, and that will just start you off, so you don't have to actually physically make a knot. And then what we're going to do is just do a load of tiny little stitches. I don't know if you can see this, but it is like literally, it's really hard because the light is. So it's right on the edge of that seam, and we're going to do probably 16 or 20 tiny little stitches across all the way along this edge. So they just come up, always from the bottom through to the top, and then they loop round just the material and not on the card. But make sure each stitch goes, I can do it, goes through both of the pieces of material. You don't want to pull it too tight that it pulls the material, but you want it to be secure.
I thought I had really good eyesight up until about 20 minutes ago. And now I'm thinking an optician visit might be worth it.
Yeah. I know, mine have really deteriorated in the last year or so, I think.
I'm meant to be in bifocals, but cannot wear them without feeling sick.
Oh, I know. But then my normal glasses, I think, because I only use them for I do eyelashes is my day job. I do people's false eyelashes. And so I need the magnification because it's such fine work. But yeah, when I then take them off and I think, oh gosh, or I look out the window with them on and I'm like, oh, I can't see anything. And they used to be perfect, my eyes, but I can't get used to it. It's horrible. These ones are really cheap ones. They make me look like a crazy.
Just realised I had my light off.
Well, that's not going to help.
It's much better.
Are these meant to be very even?
I mean, ideally, but it doesn't really matter. This is your first one, so it's, to be honest, I said 16 or 20. I don't know how many I'm doing here. So I'm just doing how many I think, and then maybe I'll count them and let you know.
And how far apart are you doing them?
Yeah, it's probably only like 1 or 2 mil. They're pretty tiny little stitches.
Have you explained what to do on a corner yet? Did I miss that?
So stop when you get to the corner and then do another one of the starter stitches, which is also an end stitch. So just loop it through a couple of times, go through pretty much the same hole and then loop. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to explain it again. So I'm nearly there and I'll show you. But also try and make sure that each one of the stitches goes into the material about the same distance in, if you know what I mean. You don't want some of them to be joining further into the hexagon than others, because it will give it a bit of an uneven thing. If you stick to just being right on the end and avoiding the card, then these lines will be nice and straight. So I'll count these stitches in a sec, but I imagine we've all done the same.
Oh,
Don't stab yourself.
too late.
I got my finger too.
Oh, no.
I've got Mum's old sewing machine and I want to get it out, but all I remember is her swearing more than ever when she would have that, because it would always get stuck. She'd be trying to like sew the curtains and it would all like mash up and it would all get confused. She'd be like, oh my God, she'd get so angry at the sewing machine. So I don't know if I want to get it out.
To be honest, I got mine out a while ago and I was doing the same. And the kids were like, can we use it? Can we use it? And I was like, I'm just trying to get it right first.
Oh, I just remember it used to get like clogged up underneath or
Yeah.
it wouldn't go.
I was just pretty chuffed that I remembered how to like thread it all up.
Yeah, I wonder if I'd remember.
Though I've seen that, yeah.
I keep putting it off getting it out, but I want to because I got loads of things I want to just hem or a skirt, a dress at work, and it just ripped on the seam straight up the bum. Literally, it was where my bum crack was, and it ripped. It was a seam right down the middle, and I was like, I really love the dress as well, and the only way I'm really going to fix it is if I get the sewing machine out, because otherwise you can tell if I do it by hand.
Yeah.
So I need to get it out for that.
Right, so when you've got to the end, let me just count my stitches a sec.
No, I don't know if I could count mine. I reckon it's got to be 1 per mil, would you say?
So I reckon I've done 28. So once you've done that and you've secured off that edge, you can take the clips out and you can open it up and it is attached along that line.
Nice.
So what we're going to do now is attach one along one of our little V sections. So we can do a line of sewing all the way down, and then we can attach the other side. So when you get into a bit of a run, you can have a piece of string that's slightly, a bit of thread that's slightly longer, and you'll be able to sew down and up and down and get the next ones ready. However, you will only ever sew 2 pieces together along one side. So don't close that up and think, oh yeah, I could attach that and then I'll attach it to that one. You have to open it up and then close it from the other one, because you think, oh yeah, actually I can just do that one now, but you can't.
It would just be like a little purse if you did that.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to get another one. And so I'm going to attach this pink one up here. So what I'm going to do is fold it over onto either of them. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to sew along that edge, because then that is going to open up there. Okay. Mm-hmm. So same again. We're just going to use our clips and make sure it is attached as securely as a, what's the word? Gosh, my brain. Accurately as possible. So I've still got a lot of this thread left. I can use this again. I'm going to start from this outer end, because then I can open it up and then attach it onto that one. Go in through the corners. And when you do the corner one, you can kind of go through the fold. Oh, gosh. Of both of the materials. So you're really securing that fabric over onto itself. Oh, pulled that first securing stitch a little bit too tight, and now it's come all the way through. TV. I think it's the amp from my TV keeps shouting, keeps beeping.
Wants attention.
Yeah, it does. It's like another child.
I was going to say male.
I'm gonna have to start thinking of some sea glass projects, Anna.
Do it if you like. I'll happily send you sea glass. I've got like little ones, but I can send you like a sample so you can see the size of them and what they like. Because I'm not sure if you've seen any. Some people don't even know what that is, so which is fair enough. It's quite a hobby that not everyone's got. So
yeah, there's a lady I follow on TikTok. Can't remember her name, but she's really like excited about going out and finding sea glass, and she finds lovely things. I love it.
Are there different colours, or is it just one colour?
It's just
there are
basically
different colors.
any
You've got
glass
common.
or, yeah. It's like any glass or pottery that's ever been broken and ended up on the beach.
Yeah, but the most common it will be white
Mm.
and shades of
Really?
like white, light blue, and I'll show you some in a minute on a camera just to give you an idea.
Is it the girl that used to do QI that you follow?
It used to do QI.
Yeah, she was one of the QI elves.
Oh,
Mama
I don't know.
Goblin, something Goblin?
Yeah, maybe. She calls her partner the trusty helper or something like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
She's really cute. I really love her.
She
Where's
is
Lola?
Phil Gibbet's daughter.
No, is
Yeah,
she?
I follow her too. She's fabulous.
She's brilliant, isn't she? She's just so excited by it.
And she has the wee colony of whelks that she visits, the coven.
Yeah. I think she splits her time between Scotland and Brighton
Yeah.
or something, doesn't
Yeah.
she? So yeah, she gets lots of sea glass and then she goes back and sorts it all out and
Scotland's got some good
enthusiasm.
beaches for that.
yeah.
Really good.
Well, I live near Weston, so it's more sandy.
Oh.
There's not so much
And even if you have shingle, it's not guaranteed. It needs to be area of old, like Victorian glass factories, or like I live in London, and the nearest good glass beach for me is 1 hour away, and it's one specific beach that I go to, because I could go to any other within like hour, but there's only that one. It's got a glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I go to Folkestone.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously some are more rare than the others, so you always look for like extra treasure.
Oh, that's
I
really
didn't realize it was about where like the glass factories were.
Yeah, because in old days they used to throw all the waste glass or things they didn't use in the sea. They don't do that anymore, but they did it in like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Also, like sinking ships, if they like. So there's all sorts of reasons for it.
Yeah. There's a lot of pottery as well, isn't there? And
Yeah, yeah.
pottery and
I haven't got much of pottery. But yeah, some people know really good places, but they will never tell you where those are.
really.
They keep it. The best ones are secret, and they won't tell you because they don't want others to go there.
It's like the detectorists. They don't tell each other where the treasure is.
Yeah, I love that. Hi, Lola. Forgetting to check the TikTok. The TikTok. I sound old.
You sound like Dad on the line.
Sell it on Baywatch. Oh, how did it go, Lola?
Oh, go first too.
Oh, nice.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's you just finished the second one.
For me, it's just the first two. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
finished.
yeah. Cool. It's really satisfying, isn't it, when you open it up?
yeah, I was really impressed how neat it looked
Yeah.
from my sewing skills.
Yeah, you can see how it gets addictive. There's a lady I saw online and she obviously just collects lots of different materials. It's
So
really
I'll show
inspiring
you
to do it.
just okay, I've got loads. Okay, so I'll just pick some. So this is the white tab, but I've got more than that.
Oh, wow.
And I'll put
Loads.
yeah. That's why I said if you want. Hang on.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
That is the type of thing that my kids would find on the beach and say, I found diamonds.
That's how I feel That's how I feel.
Oh, wow.
And you can see they're all smooth.
Yeah.
So then nothing sharp in them. That's if it's sharp, you don't pick up. That's not sea glass. It would be sharp.
How long did it take you to get all that stuff?
I've been collecting I've got a lot more. This is only tiny, just to show you what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
I've been collecting about 2 years, and sometimes we go once a month. We go less in winter, but we still go, and more when it's nice weather.
Does it tend to kind of show up in after more stormy weather and that kind of?
I think more you do it, more you get it in your eye that you will see it. And it's the way you do it. I think it took a few times for us to learn it, like to get into it. It's ideal time is you follow tide out. So you're following tide as it's going out. So you always check tide time, right? And as you're following it out, because they wet, they shiny, so they kind of you can see them better. Because
they go more dull, don't they?
Once they dry, they almost look the same as some of them, But I think more you do, the more you've got it in your eye, like you'll spot it easier. But you still have to go to the right beach to find them.
So it's not on every beach then?
No. You might be lucky find a piece or two from like old broken bottles that people broke like on the beach or something, but not in the amounts that I find.
That's cool.
So you go
I
to
really like that.
Yeah, but in Scotland they've got quite a few good beaches for that. And if you ever want to try, obviously I don't know where you guys live, but I can only recommend you the one I go to, which I'm happy to share. I don't take it as a secret that you will see other people. But what we like to do in winter, because it's dark soon, we go an hour before it gets dark. We take UV torches, and when it gets pitch black, we look for UV glass. So we will light up the UV torches on shingle, and the UV glass lights up, and you can just pick it up. It's fun to do.
What makes it UV?
In old days, they used to use uranium in a glass.
Oh.
And that glows in the dark.
That's cool.
Yeah. Is that for all glass then? So all the different
No. It needs to be a piece from that particular glass. So there are some on the beach we go to because in France they used to make uranium glass. So some of it washed through from France to UK because Folkestone is obviously quite close to France. So some beaches have like some typical glass that you can find there. Depends what is washing out in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I feel like we all need to go and find some
I know.
sea glass as our homework this month.
I'm going up to Edinburgh next weekend, so maybe I'll have a look when I go on the. Not that I know what I'm looking for, but I'll find something.
We're more or less on the shore here. I'm in Northern Ireland. We're more or less on the shore here. I must take my son looking someday.
Oh yeah.
You never know, you might find bits of the Titanic.
That'd be good.
Glassware from the Titanic.
Just quickly, so when you get to this point, my thread, I've just sewn, which one did I sew? This one. And my thread is finished here, so I don't have to cut it off and start again. I can open this up and I can continue sewing down there. But what I'm going to do is fold these now. You see that? So I'm folding it. It doesn't really matter if these cards bend a little bit. So I'm going to fold that over. I don't need to like squeeze it to fold it. I just need it to fold over enough to be able to secure them together, and then you can continue. Obviously, if you're right-handed, you can just turn it around and continue that way.
So do I have, because I'm going to end on an open bit, does it matter which way you sew?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're going to go back and close all of these edges anyway. It just sometimes, if you can work it so that it will end and you can continue your thread, sometimes that can just make things a bit quicker. So it does get a little bit more tricky to line them up exactly. Sometimes you have to really kind of force those corners so that this one matches up. And then continue to sew.
impressed with my stitching work, to be fair.
Mm.
It's not normally something I'd be impressed with, but I think when you do it so small.
Yeah, you can make these lines really straight because you're doing them tiny. So I suppose that's what makes it so neat.
Mm.
Sometimes changing the angle though can really help because you can actually see what you're doing a bit more. Yes, there was a lady on YouTube that was making this absolutely stunning rainbow quilt, and she'd obviously been like finding bits of material for years, and had just grouped all of the pinks together, all the purples, all the blues, the greens, and then made this absolutely incredible quilt. But it's quite nice because if you can basically make almost a line of colors and then just keep attaching similar colors to that area. So you can I think that's going to be my next project, I think, alongside all the others. Oh, Hendy. Oh, sorry if I've missed you, Hendy. I'd love to go hunting for sea glass, but unfortunately I'm agoraphobic. Oh no. Well, maybe we could bring some sea glass to you, Hendy, so
Absolutely.
we could do something with sea glass.
I'll send you some ideas.
Yeah.
Some
Maybe we
things
should
I've
have
done.
like a Pinterest board that we can all.
Yeah, so we've done, it's also good if this is not for adults necessarily, but we did with my stepson, we did like a Christmas decorations. So I bought like wood from Hobbycraft and we made like a snowman and trees and stuff from it. And we hang it on
Oh yeah. That
so
was
that's quite
my
good with
first
kids.
my first thought was you can get those like pebble pictures, can't you, that make the people and all the members of the family and the cat and the dog or something.
Yeah. And another great idea, which I've done a few for my friends as a present, is although I'm not as creative, so I'll just bought these little jars from IKEA. They're supposed to be, I think. Anyway, you get little jars, or you can use any jar from or jam or whatever, it doesn't matter. And you glue the glass on it. You stick the candle in it, and in the evening, it gives you absolutely amazing effect. Like
Oh yeah.
it's
You glue it to the outside.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
nice. Oh yeah, that's lovely. There's been
Um,
a few candle ideas that I've had, but I've thought, oh, I don't know about the repercussions of like what if someone burns their house down by this candle holder or something. I don't want to
Well,
be
you don't have
responsible.
you can't be responsible for that.
yeah,
I
just
know.
don't include candles. Just leave it
Yeah.
to people to make the decision. Like
Because they
you
can
can
get
put candle in it, and it's up to you what you do with it.
because they
Yeah.
can buy real ones, and then you get the little the LED ones, so you can
Yeah,
tell
that's
them to
true.
put whatever they want in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that sounds lovely, like sea glass or some kind of like it's almost like the Moroccan lamps, isn't it? With all the lovely colours around the outside. I love them.
But yeah, there's we probably if you start searching, there'll be a lot of ideas.
Mm.
Thing out. My thread.
Indeed. That Fleur Boutique. Where? Is Charlotte Fleur here? Oh, I'm glad, Lola. Glad it went well. Oh, it's not Fleur Boutique on the Zoom. That's my sister Charlotte. It's a different Charlotte.
The other famous Charlotte.
Unless it's Fleur Boutique and she's on TikTok. She may be.
She is on TikTok, Fleur, I think, isn't she?
No, I mean, is she on the live?
What?
I don't know if Charlotte from Fleur Boutique. So Fleur Boutique is the company that supplied all of the glass resin flowers when we did the glass resin flowers workshop. That was really lovely. She's very, very talented and she makes lots of really wonderful things. Just remember she posted about sea glass on Facebook. Oh, did she? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see that. No, it's not Fleur talking about it.
Some people they sell the sea glass or they make things and sell them. It's like as a serious hobby. Obviously, that's not me. I just look for it and then I've got a lot of it at home. And if someone wants it, I'll just give it to people. Like I don't mind. But yeah, there's whole community where they sell them.
It'd be nice to do something with driftwood or something to have a whole kind of, everything from sea type thing. Our granddad used to pick up bits of driftwood and sand them down and add marbles, and he had there was an amazing knot, wasn't there? Like a tree root that we loved, and then there was the nose picker, which was just this long pointy thing that me and my sisters used to call the nose picker. No, I think that's fine. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing this one really slowly. So I think if I can aim for this one to just go all the way around in a circle, I can describe when we've done this how to finish off, but I have made a YouTube video. It's taken me days to film it and edit it, and then today I finished putting the descriptions. I recorded the descriptions over the top and uploaded it. So there is all the information that you need to be able to finish this into that table mat covering. So if you want to do that, you absolutely can. If you want to turn it into something else, there are some amazing YouTube videos which I'm happy to share, maybe in the Facebook group or something.
I saw it on TikTok, so I've saved it. It's a good, it's very clear, so
Oh, good.
it's easy to understand from it what needs to be done.
I normally put it up with captions on TikTok. I think I don't know if I've uploaded it twice because I uploaded it to YouTube and it didn't have the captions. Yeah. Right, so we've got 3 pieces stuck together. And I'm going to continue now to add some more. I might put this one over here. You don't, oh, why is that one long? Oh, because it's come up. I was thinking one of the sides was really long and it's because it's come away from the edges slightly.
Yeah, mine did that.
Getting that balance, isn't it? But the first time I did this, I stuck them down really well. And then it was, well, it's actually what I filmed on that video. I stuck them down too well, and then they were really hard to remove.
I just stabbed myself again. And I can confirm it is very sharp.
Yeah. Very small and very sharp.
Where are you putting the fourth one then? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't really matter. I just go with what looks nice in terms of the patterns, really, and then sew whatever available edges you have. So there's not really, you can start with the center one and then attach them all the way around if you want. It looks quite nice if you've got certain colors, if you want to do one color in the middle and then the whole, like lots of different colors around the outside, or the same color all the way around the outside. But yeah, it's just whatever you feel like doing, really.
I don't have a good enough eye for color for matching and doing that.
Well, I purposefully kind of went for a random mismatch. So if you wanted to bunch the colors together, you can. And I do tend to like, I'm really sorry if nothing is ever very tasteful, but I'm not really known for that. I'm known for lots of color and lots of chaos.
Mine will be joyfully chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
My daughter's very creative, very artistic, very good at matching colors, and I just can't at all.
I just love color, so I just put all the colors on. I always get compliments saying, "Oh, you're really good with colors," and that I'm good with fashion or I'm good with colors, and I'm like, I'm really not. It doesn't even cross my mind. It's just what I like at the time. There's no forward planning.
I like your hair. Like you're doing a good job there.
Thank
That's
you.
gorgeous.
Really cool.
I only had it colored yesterday, so still a bit blue.
Basically, Kate just gets like anything. I could wear all the things that Kate wears and it would look horrendous, but Kate just puts all the colours together and it always looks good.
I think it's just because I don't care, and I think it's all about confidence because I don't care. It looks like I'm wearing it with confidence, but it's just that I don't have a clue and I don't care.
No,
I think people think a lot more about how they look than other people, if you know what I mean. Like no one really cares if what you're wearing doesn't match, or I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe they do, but I don't.
Yeah, but I honestly think even if I rocked up in what you wore, I think because it matches your persona and your personality, that it suits you. Like maybe it is because you don't care, but it doesn't look wrong. But as if I wore it, it would look so wrong.
I always remember my best friend coming down. I came downstairs, and I always remember her saying, "Talk me through your outfit. What was coming through your mind?" And I sat down because I was like, nothing. But she was like, "You've got stripes, you've got spots, you've got stars."
Is that Cat?
No, Terry.
Oh, Terry. Don't know, the way you said it sounded a bit
Like, sorry. She's like, "No, it looks good," but I just got invited to a hen do and we're going to an 80s night. So I was like, great, let's dress up in 80s. And I looked down and I was like, I'm already wearing a luminous bum bag, these leggings, like all colourful,
Wow.
blue hair. And then they were like, yeah, we think we're going to go in black. And I was like, what? And they were all laughing, saying, do you own anything black? And I said, I don't think I do. So yeah, we're going in black.
Black 80s?
No, we're not actually dressing in 80s. We're just going to see some 80s music. Well, our friend Sarah's gigging that night and she's doing an 80s set. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Actually, Nat was on earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Oh gosh. What have I done there? Oh no, how do I get out of that? Swipe left to close.
Swipe left.
Oh.
So you're still on TikTok and So
Yeah, I'd swiped something so that you could just see all of the comments.
well, I can still see you. I could still see you even if that happened.
How are you finding the threading? Have you had to rethread?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be awful, but it just seems to yeah, it's all right.
Does just slide in, doesn't it? The thread does work really well with this with these needles, but yeah, the first time I was like, oh gosh, I really hope that people aren't like, this is impossible. It's always funny though, doing a business like this. I always think the things that I worry about are never things that are an issue, and it's obviously the things. Well, oh, haven't really been any major issues to be honest, but you do worry about things. You want everyone to have a nice experience and not be frustrated. And there have been a few times where things have been a bit tricky or
but you can never like do 100% for everyone. Like,
yeah.
of course, it can happen that I don't know. I for example struggled last week with that. I couldn't grasp.
Oh, the string art.
Yes, and that's my like but I would never complain about it. Like I still had fun. I enjoyed the evening. I do it because I enjoy sitting here, and I know
Yeah.
that once a month I sit here and do something. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the end, or I'm not really fast.
Yeah, it's about doing it, isn't it?
Exactly, and I enjoy that it's always something different. My absolute favorite for me, I think, was I don't know the name of it, but when we did like it was also with fabric, and we did the sun and
Oh, the Kinusaiga.
do you know what I mean? When we
Oh
were
yeah,
putting the
yeah.
I would
I've got
love
that
to try
picture on
that.
display, and I think that was for me one of my favorite.
Yeah. It was so nice. It was really like satisfying, wasn't it? Like poking
Yeah,
material
I
in
can't remember
and
how did we stick those down.
so
I
it
think
was
we
the
were pushing
double
them in with something.
yeah, it was like the double backed it was like
Oh
foam board.
yeah, foam.
And
Yeah,
then you put this double back sticky tape on. Well, I'd stuck it on the foam board, and then
Yeah,
you had to score the shape,
yeah.
and then you peeled off each bit and stuck the fabric down and then poked the edges in.
And can you buy the old kits?
I've got some of the overstock boxes. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I would love to try that.
Mm.
nice.
That was really, really
Um,
good. But like I said, just because that one was my favorite, I enjoy every single one of them.
oh, good. It's so nice to hear that. I'll have a look. I think if it's on the website, then I've got some overstock boxes. I am actually sorting my art room, which is the room that I'm supposed to be doing this in, but it's an absolute shambles and it's full of old boxes and art supplies and all sorts of things. But it's only a tiny little room, so I need to set it up so that it's always ready to go to do these lives and so that my storage area is, well, I can't even walk into it at the moment because there's just boxes, overstock, stuff everywhere. So yeah, my lovely friend Terry's coming over on Friday and she's going to help me organize it because she's amazing at that. But she keeps saying to me, just get a skip and throw everything away and we'll start again. But
And
yeah,
thank you for doing Zoom. I'm really enjoying this.
oh, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's much
nice.
better.
It is nice to do that. It is nice to
Mm.
do the Zoom.
A nice amount of you. I think I always just try and future proof. So the reason why I didn't do Zoom is because I thought, oh, if there's too many people, then it won't be a nice um, kind of community feel anyway. But actually we're at a lovely stage where we've got enough people to have a nice little craft evening. and then everybody else can be watching online or, you know, catching up after. I think there's always going to be people that can't do it on the live.
Yeah.
I've still got to do my last month's one because I wasn't here.
I have it. My last month's sitting as well. I haven't got a chance yet.
No, I haven't.
This is also why I quite like doing it, so that everyone can, if you don't buy a box 1 month, you could just still join in with a pass box, you know, and just be crafting alongside. So with this one, I actually didn't quite line it up very well. I don't know if you can see. There's a tiny little gap there. I am pulling it apart a bit.
I don't think you can really see though.
You can't really, but what you can do is, I mean, you can kind of like just line it up, force it together. And when you take these pieces of paper out, the fabric gives a little bit anyway. So as long as you still stitch those edges together, it might sit a little bit. It won't sit quite flush when the pieces of card are in. But when you take it out, it's absolutely fine. The fabric gives a little bit. So just be as accurate as you can. But if you don't get it perfect.
I've got 3.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what I love is that fact that those pieces of fabric were in this room a while ago, and now they're all in your rooms and being made into lovely things.
Mm-hmm.
I was cutting hundreds of them out on the table.
I might start taking all my stuff to Mum's house and get her to stick it on her fridge.
Well, because she's never stuck any of your artwork on there before.
No. Not when I was at school. Mummy, look what I've made.
We used to take the mick out of Charlotte. We probably didn't help her creative confidence much because there's another sister and she's quite creative as well. And Charlotte used to beg that she could give our mum always really liked.
She insisted.
She did insist that we made her a handmade card. We weren't allowed to buy her cards. And so Charlotte would always be like, please, can I give mine first? Because it's just going to look rubbish after yours.
Yeah, I was never good at being. I like doing it. Everything looked rubbish that I made. Like
I don't think it actually was that bad. I think it was just that we liked taking the mick out of you.
But I've got terrible handwriting. I can't draw to save my life. But when I do it, I enjoy it. But it's just that's why this is good because it's almost like foolproof. You can't really go wrong. I surprise myself every month. I'm like, oh my God, look what I've made. And now people think I'm artist, like creative. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
Oh yeah. I know it sounds really cheesy, but that is my whole kind of mantra with this is that everyone can be creative. I just hate people saying I'm not creative. Apart from Charlotte, I quite like taking the makeup off.
Yeah. Can't even draw statements.
Yeah. That's my pet hate, people saying that.
I always would have thought I wasn't creative at all. And then, God, it must have been 7 years ago, I had quite a big surgery and was off my feet for 6 weeks. And someone got me an embroidery kit and I absolutely loved it. I had the time to sit and do nothing.
Yeah, nice.
Which was lovely. And then like I say, my daughter's extremely creative and watching her just try new things is sort of giving me a kick up the backside to do it.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing. It's just about trying it. And I think a lot of people think being creative is drawing.
Yeah.
It's not. You can be creative in so many ways. And so many of these creative things are logical or even like mathematical and engineering type, creativity. There's lots of different types of creativity.
But I think fun is in the process that you doing something because we're not like professional artists. Like I don't need to do this to pay my bills. I'm doing this for fun. Yeah. So because when I was younger, I used to, so if something didn't look perfect, I just wouldn't do it. Whereas now I actually don't care what it looks like. I enjoy it now this evening. Anything after that, I probably will put in a box.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that chance that I will finish it is small, but I'll try. But
Yeah.
this evening for me is that's all it counts really.
I agree. Like I know that every Curious Octopus, my partner knows that I'm not putting the kids to bed. I'm going to sit here with a glass of something once a month, and that like it's like a given. I love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think it took me a long time to realize I didn't have to be good at it to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's in the process of doing it, not having done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't matter what it turns out like.
Yeah.
I often say to people, if you're going to draw something, draw it to throw it away, because like get into the habit of just letting go of what the outcome is going to be. Just do it for the process of doing it because it's so good for you. Just switch your mind off from all the annoying things
But
worrying about in the day.
it is funny how it's like ingrained in you because, like you say, you when you do things, you've almost got to say to yourself, like, I don't care if this doesn't like you exactly like you say, but the first reaction is, oh, this isn't going to be very good. I better do it really well. But you think actually, not only does it not matter, but I've got all this stuff and I can do it. Like when we did the painting.
Mm.
What was the paint? Oh yeah, the painting one. I kept in my first natural reaction was, I better do this right. Oh my God, what if I do the tree wrong? And then I thought, who cares? I just do another one. Like it's just you've just got to give yourself like permission to go, oh, it's all right if I do it wrong. It's fine.
And I did some journaling on making mistakes and trying to almost like accepting that there's going to be a mistake in everything you make. And that, in a world of AI, it can create anything that we can create now.
Yeah.
But actually what it can't create is the mistakes. It can't do the human errors. And so it's almost like I was thinking of almost encouraging people to make a mistake with each piece, to prove that it was a human that made it.
But also, you can then quite often in these things, the errors can be made into something else as well. Like with painting, it's so forgiving that if you do make an error, like A, you can say, well, actually, it proves I've made it myself. But B, it's almost like, oh, I wasn't supposed to do it like that, but actually, I can make that into something else.
Yeah. I think we're all very hard on ourselves sometimes.
Or who says it's an error?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not, it is that, exactly that. You think it's an error because it's not what you were planning, but actually, that's not how it should work.
Yeah.
I think that's why I enjoy the embroidery so much because when you get caught up in the stitches and every tiny little stitch, one out of place when you're doing it, you're thinking, oh my word, that looks awful. But when you finish it, you don't see it.
Yeah. I think this is really bad actually, because I'm trying to encourage people to let go of the mistakes. The first cross stitch kit I did, I remember just doing them willy-nilly and then thinking, oh, actually, you should always do the top left to the bottom right first and then the other way. Otherwise, it's not going to be even. So I started another one. And when I look back at the original one, I was like, you would just never know. There's such tiny little crosses. Oh, hello, Kippin. Get your bum out the way. Right. Oh, I need to glue some more thingies down. Right. What is the time? Okay. It's nearly 9. So, you're very welcome to continue doing these, but shall I? Oh, shall I roughly go through how to finish this off, or would you like to just watch the YouTube afterwards? Oh, wow. Yes, Laurie, done loads.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
That looks great.
I decided on a theme of green and pink, so I've got like,
Oh wow.
sorry, my blur's like totally tripping out there.
Oh, yeah. I like you've got a little theme colour going on.
Yeah, that looks nice. Great. Are you happy with it?
Very happy, but I'm going to have to start making more now and possibly going out and getting some more green and pink fabric, but that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely
Do you know what I found? Charity shops are great. Just buy some £1 tops or shirts, or you can very often find some really cool material.
I think is a really nice idea with like the baby grows or like some, like an old t-shirt, favorite shirt
Yeah.
of somebody who's not around anymore or something. I think that's really
Mm. Yeah, and you can buy so I bought these templates to cut around the material. I bought these the hexagons. A lot of people just draw around a template and just cut them out with scissors, but obviously I had to cut out hundreds, so I just bought these ones because they're pretty cheap. But you can buy them, you can make them bigger or smaller, and there's also different. If you look online, there's lots of different types of English paper piecing where there's like stars, and you've got all these kind of, what are they called? Is it a rhombus? Like the
Oh,
rectangles
yeah.
long over to the side, and you can make some really cool star shapes with those, and diamonds.
Hmm.
So there's lots of different types of English paper piecing that you can do. And really, you shouldn't be able to see the stitches that much. Like when you look from the top, you hardly see them at all. So I'll just show you. What should I do? I think the best way to do it. Because I can't really take these out yet. Should we continue? Oh, I don't know.
The video is really good, so don't worry about it. Like I
Yeah,
watched
because
it
we're not
and
there yet, so we're
it
going
was
to want to
very
watch the video
clear.
when we're doing the bit. So I would don't worry.
Okay, we'll just continue to do your pieces. I'm going to do a few more. Let me put that on there.
We should set up a Curious Octopus swap. So look on the Facebook page. I can offer up someone some blue or yellow fabric,
Oh yeah.
post it to them, and someone else maybe could send me some pink and green.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. What am I doing now?
Yeah, honestly, use that Facebook group as much as you want or for whatever you want. I really like that it doesn't even have to be about what we've made. I just wanted it to be a nice creative group where you can all kind of like be in touch in between sessions.
Yeah, that's nice. It is nice.
Yeah, the Zoom seems to be good though. I'm really enjoying the Zoom. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it is good.
I'm sorry if I've missed anyone on TikTok.
Yeah, there's a women's group that's been started near us. It's called Girl Talk. It started off, I think, as a book group, but I see this month they're doing a bring your own craft. So they're not doing any
Oh,
teaching, but you just bring whatever you're working on and sit and there's tea and coffee and chats.
oh, nice.
Should be
Nice.
nice. You just bring something you've half finished.
Oh, there you go.
I'm working, unfortunately, so I will miss it.
Oh no.
But I thought it was such a lovely idea.
Yeah.
That is such a good idea.
Exactly, yeah, and that's why I wanted to do like a regular thing so that, and I didn't want it to be that you have to buy a box to join, you know. I think it's really nice that you are on the Zoom if you've got a box, but if you want to just be around and watch the TikTok or watch the, you know, YouTube video after or something, it's just encouraging creativity. I think that's my I'm a bit of a fixer, and I think that I've learned that that's really not a good idea. But it's almost like satisfying my fixing skill, my fixing desires by encouraging people to be creative because it's such a good thing for people, you know?
It's so good just to slow down sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, life is so busy, so at least you know once a month you sit down and you do
You
something.
prioritize that time, don't you?
And again, that's why I did the live because I thought I could just send out craft kits, but I know what I'm like. I've got craft kits all over the place that I've just never done because we don't set aside the time.
And this is
I
good
like
for
that
me.
my family.
Sorry.
No, you carry on.
No, I was just gonna say this is good for me. My kids have been in and out, and that's fine. They're dandering
Yeah.
about. My daughter's in the dining room. You know, it's nice just to
Yeah,
sit.
absolutely. I still keep hearing movements upstairs. Well, I think there's little people still moving around. Oh yeah, keep an eye out for some of them. See, this one has got that light is so bright that you can't really see it. This one has got a bit of edging in
Yeah.
the material, so I'm not going to use that one. But I mean, you probably wouldn't notice, but it was lovely fabric. But all of these, some of them are so beautiful. I didn't want to cut them up.
Was there any that was clothes? Did you get any clothes?
No, this is all like actual fabric. All of this. I've got a load of clothes for the Kinu Saiga. I'll show you the Kinu Saiga actually. I've got it up here. Because I had a load of proper fabric.
We're all live. We can talk to each other.
I had a load of proper fabric, but I really wanted some specific other colours. So yeah, I just went to the charity shop for that, and
That was my favorite.
it was so much fun, wasn't it? Just like stabbing them in.
Really good.
I can't remember where I found that one. I think it was just, did I see it? I can't remember. It's just like well, it's probably just something online, and I thought, oh, I really love that.
Yeah, I tend to rely on kits. I need someone to guide my creativity.
Yeah. And it's also like, sorry, go on.
I still have mine, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Oh, that one
That's
was
lovely.
so nice. Did you stick the
little
flowers
leaves
on?
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on and I'll turn off my blur. But yeah, I got the little maple leaves at the top and just sort of stuck them on as extra 3D.
Oh, it's really lovely.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh gosh.
There we go. Is that better? I'm sorry, my camera's not as good as you guys.
Oh, it's so
There we go.
nice.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's
Oh,
really
beautiful.
nice.
It's
It's a
supposed to
reflection.
be
It's so good.
like Mount Fuji and then a reflection in the water.
Lovely.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't make mine bigger. I don't know what I've done now.
Oh, oh goodness.
Oh, there we go. I'd pinned you.
Kate, it's just zoomed in on your face.
Oh gosh. Yeah, don't do that. Oh,
So I'm turning my mute off because Mike's cooking something, so it's a bit loud. So I'm not talking.
Yeah, it's been really hard to try and find it's quite nice to do this and do the extra video because it's also really tricky to find things that you can one send in a box that's not too heavy to send in a box that will fit, that you can, that isn't sharps and things like that you're not allowed to send. But then also trying to get a project that you can finish within 2 hours, which has been a bit of a pressure on me recently, but it's really nice to do something like this and think, well, actually, you don't have to finish it within the 2 hours. You can have some projects that are more ongoing, things that you can just keep in a bag and take with you to do. And, I think we're all so quick to go on our phones as well, aren't we? In the doctor's surgery or in a waiting room or in the pub or whatever. So I'm trying to be a bit more like taking some creative project out with me and doing that rather than being on my phone. Did I mute you all, or did you all just go muted? Everyone's gone very quiet.
I'm muting myself because my
Oh.
dog was barking.
Oh. Thought it was me messing around with the settings.
I really enjoyed the craft that was putting the pieces of the pottery, like plates, back together. I can't remember the Japanese name for it, but I really enjoyed.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Kintsugi.
Kintsugi.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one was lovely. I think that was quite frustrating at times as well, wasn't it? But
You had to hold it for a long time.
yeah, but I loved that. Once I got it, and I thought this really, really is like forcing you to slow down because I'm normally very like, right, I'll just stick that there, and then whilst that's holding, then I'll do that, and then I'll do that. But you had to sit there, didn't you?
I
Really
love the pictures we made from the broken tiles.
the mosaics.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that one. And my favourite one to do actually was the what's it called? The big knitting, not knitting, but the big knots and the hanging.
Oh, macrame.
Macrame, I love that one.
Yeah, that was good.
I love doing that one. That just satisfied my mind. I just really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. But again, that was one that was slightly tricky in the fact that everyone had to be at the same level.
Yeah.
We couldn't move on until there's so many things that you have to be aware of that you're like,
Yeah.
is that going to work in a workshop if people are a little bit behind or, which was absolutely fine because people were just getting on with it. But then I think there was someone that just felt like they were a bit behind and then, they felt awful, but no one else minded at all. It was absolutely fine.
turn it back off now because the air fryer's on in the background.
I had to mute myself while I shouted at my son for a bit. Nobody needs to hear that.
Apart from him.
Apart from him.
If he's anything like mine, he wouldn't have listened anyway.
Not on the least.
You may as well have muted yourself.
Well, we haven't got Dad not listening to me. Oh, Hendy said macrame is great for turning my mind off. Yeah, we should do that again. I really like that one as well.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I liked the you can make really cool, it's like, do you remember they were really popular in the 70s, weren't they? I don't know why I said you remember, I wasn't alive in the 70s, but you know, the plant pot macrame hangers, they've become quite
Hangers.
popular again, haven't they?
Well, it's all very trendy again now.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Is that what they use for making like swinging chairs?
Yeah, I think so. Must be a type of that, mustn't it?
Like a big round like wooden hoop type thing, and then you macrame like a seat and then a tent almost.
That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, if I could work a way of getting those hoops to you. Try and work out how to do that. But again, I don't want to be liable for you doing the knots wrong and falling through the middle of it.
A macrame hammock instead.
Yeah.
No, just sticks. No hula hoop.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like I said before, sometimes I think, oh gosh, I'm going to run out of ideas. But then there's so many things you can kind of redo, but just do a slightly different project.
Have you been doing this for long?
Curious Octopus has only been around since, I think my first box was December 24, so just over a year and a half maybe. The first one was a felt Christmas garland, which is really lovely, and did some like holly and berries and stars that kind of sat on this garland. It was really nice for like the fireplace.
Lovely.
But
Do you do in-person events as well?
you know, I've just been asked to do one in Portishead, so I'm going to do a lampshade making workshop in Portishead. You know, only half an hour or so from me.
That's
So
where
yeah.
my sister lives, Portishead.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So it's in June if she wants to come along, if she's creative.
She has been in Portishead, God, it must be 10 years now.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's lovely. The guy who
Oh, it's beautiful.
runs this bar, I think he said his girlfriend follows me and said, you should get this person in to do some craft workshops. So he sent me a message.
Brilliant.
We sorted something out for June. So the tickets are on my website, but I haven't actually really done much promotion. I've just put it on the website and assumed that people know about it. So yeah, I do need to start talking about it because it's only in a month's time. Is that where the Singing Fisherman's Friends group is? I don't know. Oh, sorry, I've missed a couple of your messages, Hendy. Mum has set me the task of making macrame hanging nests for her strawberries. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Can you use like normal thread for that? Would it not kind of tarnish if it was outside? Maybe it wouldn't. I wonder if you can get some polyester or some like nylon type macrame string. Maybe you could just do it with normal stuff. I don't know. The Singing Fisherman's Friends group. Is that a band or is that like a group of people singing shanties or something? I still hear children upstairs. I went through a period a while ago of just getting really obsessed with sea shanties. I think I was going through a bit of an emotionally tough time and I just needed to hear sea shanties. I feel like it's my Irish roots.
Have you decided what next month is, or is it going to be a surprise?
I've got a couple of ideas in mind, but it very often depends on what I can get delivered in time. And very often I'm a little bit chaotic and unorganized, so it's whatever comes through before the deadline. But my ideas for the next couple are paper quilling. I've been doing a lot of research on paper quilling recently, which I quite like the idea
What
of
is
that.
that?
So it's very, very tiny, narrow strips of paper, and you curl it. You know, like you curl ribbons for
Yeah.
and things. You can curl things, you can twist them up into coils, and you can shape them.
And you make like a picture from it of
Yeah, and
something.
then you stick them. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you can either stick them down on the kind of end side, or you can score the paper underneath so it sits in there and you put tiny bits of glue in and you can make lovely shapes and pictures with that. So that's one of them. I think that might be next box, but we'll see. And what was the other one I was thinking of doing? It's really annoying because I've been watching loads and loads of research videos and I can't think what it is. Can't remember. I had my hair colored yesterday and the lady in the salon, I told her about Curious Octopus and she said she used to do batik, which sounds good as well. So you've got material, you use wax, you use like a wax beads in this wax melter, and you put wax onto material, which creates like a relief, and then you dye the material with some kind of dye or ink, and then where the wax is, it doesn't stain the material. It's a bit like that masking fluid we used with the watercolors. That might be quite nice. I can't remember what the other one was that I feel like I've bought part of the stuff for it, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, handy. It's a group of fishermen who do sing shanties. They became really famous and had two movies made. Oh, I didn't know that were they from Portishead? And you need tacky glue. I found PVC takes too long. Is that for paper quilling? That's a good tip. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, because it needs to stick down straight away, pretty much, doesn't it? Because very often the curls have to be exact. But you can make these really lovely little stars and leaf shapes, and you can. I think the starter for a lot of them is you coil it up with this certain tool that grabs hold of the end of it, and you twist, 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 and it creates a coil. And then with that coil, you can like squish it into different shapes so that then you can kind of lie them down, secure the end so it can be the spiral can be as big or as small as you want it to. So yeah, possibly paper quilling. We'll see. But very often, every time I say what we might do the next time, I change my mind, send something else. So yeah, bear in mind, I have a very ADHD brain. Yeah, the quilling. One day I'll be really organized and I'll be able to tell you the next 3 months in advance, but I also really thrive on the pressure of having a deadline. Well, I don't feel like I'm thriving at the deadline. I feel like, why am I doing this? And then I love it when it's all happening. Do I have any of the mosaic or glass painting boxes left? I don't know. I'll have a look. Yeah, maybe send me a message. Soda and Rye said, no, you won't. What won't I do? Oh, no, I won't be organised. That's clearly somebody that knows me very well. Who's Soda and Rye? Is that Kate? Oh, Sarah Evans. Hello. Yeah, you do know. What were we saying before that? Oh, mosaic or glass painting boxes. Yeah, if you send my memory is absolutely awful. So if you send me a message after, I'll have a quick look. And Anna, you wanted was who Anna, was it you that's wanted the which one was it you wanted? Can you
I wanted
oh
mosaic.
mosaic as well, yeah. I'll have a look. I'll see if I
I
can. I know I've got loads of tiles. I'll have a look. I might be able to make a box for you. But send me a message after so I don't forget. Maybe an email or a message on something because I'm awful at forgetting things. Or very good. Right. I think I'm going to do one more line and then maybe we'll call it a night. But are you all happy to watch the YouTube video for the how to finish everything off?
Yes.
yeah. I'm a bit concerned about how to get the cardboard out.
Yeah, there is, well, I can do some for you now, actually. It's probably the best thing. So if you imagine my pink one is the middle one. So when you start taking them out, imagine they're all kind of all round like this, and this is the middle one. Any one of the hexagons that has sewing all the way around is pretty safe to take the middle bit out. I wouldn't take it out until you're ready to completely finish your project. So don't take them out and then start adding more because you do need that for the structure. But when you want to take them out, all you have to do is lift up the edges and it'll peel away quite easily. And you can then just find an edge of this and the card will just pull out. You remove all of the fabric and it will just come out. So
Oh, very
if
good.
it's attached all the way around, it will just sit there. Doesn't really matter if these bits come up. For the bits around the outside, what I found is quite handy. If you're going to be attaching it to your backing paper, backing material, just until you do that, get your glue and just add a little bit more glue around that outer edging, and there'll still be a little bit of a fold. So you can just stick that down. But again, I would do this only just before you are then going to attach it onto something. So that will then keep it in place. And then you can then attach that to whatever you want and do your edging. When you're doing your edging, you can just stitch this all the way on. So this is what you'll use your pins for. You'll put your completed English paper piecing on top of your fabric. Move all this out of the way. So if we're going to use this as the backing fabric, you can straighten this all out, lay it on the top, try and make it all as flat as possible. You can iron this if you want, if you find it easier, and you can iron this once all of the pieces are out. Lay it down, use your butterfly pins to pin it all on, and then sew just around the outside with just a very tiny running stitch, but try and keep it as close to the edge as your stitches to join them, because it will really, really help to make those stitches as invisible as possible. And then I'll just go through it quickly. So once you've then sewn all the way around the outside, I would then create a bit of a pillowcase shape. So you do the inside out thing. So you have this facing up, you put your backing piece face down on top of it. And then again, you can iron this. You can use your wadding to decide the shape. So if you want your shape to be slightly different to this, cut your wadding to the shape that you would like your finished piece to be. When you've got, so you can do it a circle, a heart, you can do whatever you want at this point. So then I would pin all three of these pieces together, the wadding, the backing, and the main English paper piecing bit, but do not sew the wadding to this bit. We're using the wadding to show the shape of what we're going to make. So the wadding will be put back into the shape afterwards. So at this point, stitch it all down along three edges around the outside of your wadding. And then we take the wadding off, turn it inside out, and then you can put your wadding back in and then stitch up the bottom. Again, it's all on the YouTube video. So that is how you'd make something that looks like that, or you can fill it with whatever you want, make it into a pillow. But yeah, it's a lot more in depth, the description on the YouTube video. But if you have any questions or if you're confused about anything, just let me know, send me a message. You are the best audio person. Oh, Fisherman's Friends is Port Isaacs. Where's Port Isaacs? Is that Wales? Don't even know where that is. This would look fab as a pinboard. Oh, it would, wouldn't it?
That would look great.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what would you do? Just tack it to a cork board or something? Don't know. How would you make it into a pinboard? That sounds good though. Right. Is everybody happy?
I'm going to finish the flower.
Nice.
Oh, brilliant.
And that's probably where I stop.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then it goes in a cupboard forever.
most likely, but one can always hope.
Yeah. Maybe you could
I really like it actually. It's so relaxing.
you could probably do shapes that are slightly narrower than hexagons so that it sits up, makes a little bowl or something. I mean,
Oh yeah, like this.
mm,
Oh, I'll see.
lots of different things I'm sure you can do with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
work something
turn
out.
into something else, then let me know. I'd love to see what you do with it if anyone finishes. Hendy's battery is dying. Wish you all a good night. Thanks again. Oh, thanks, Hendy. Please do be brave next time and join the Zoom. You don't have to. There's no pressure. But if you want to, you are very, very welcome. Everybody is lovely. But thank you very much for joining. Sandra, I don't know if you're still there, but I hope you're doing all right. And yeah, I will get all of this up on YouTube if everyone's happy with that. And I think it'll take your names out, but if it doesn't, we haven't put anything.
I only put my first name anyway, so
Yeah, should be all right. It's only Charlotte that's told everyone about, exposing her bum and needing to sew it up. Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody.
thank you very much.
Thank you so
Night,
much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Hopefully see you next month.
Yep.
Bye, everyone. Nice to see you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, trying to end them both. Bye.